This is kind of thick. Shallows. Missed one. Son of a gun. I was not trying to catch him. Look at how big he is. Shame on you. Ugh, smell like poop. Yep, stay on. Yeah, buddy. I just scared the crap out of him. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, today we're gonna talk about some helpful tips for bank fishing small city lakes. I've done a lot of that this year, so I'm gonna jump right into the tips and then we're gonna actually put them into use in the next segment. Number one, if you get a chance to scan the area in advance, look for the types of cover that are present. Is it algae? Is it pads? Is it rocks? Is it timber? What's the bottom composition? This is something that you need to know. Once you know that, you can select better presentations. Number two, tread lightly. As you work your way around the bank, try to walk as light as you can and be mindful of where your shadow is at, because little vibrations can actually spook the fish. Now, as that cover comes up, depending on what's around, the more cover, the more comfortable those fish could be, but you still want to tread lightly. Number three, if you're able to take two rods, do so. Take a power presentation and more of a finesse presentation. Power presentation would be a crankbait, a frog, a swim jig, something that's more aggressive. A finesse presentation, think stick bait, worm, drop shot. By having two different presentations, you should be able to work the water column better. Finally, select rigs based on the cover that you found when you were doing your scouting. For example, if I'm fishing around a lot of algae, I'm not gonna use exposed hooks and I'm not gonna use heavy weights. I'm gonna use frogs where there's a lot of algae, where there's a lot of muck on top of the water. On the other hand, if I'm fishing around a lot of rocky shoreline or riprap, I'm gonna look for stuff that's a little bit wider. Think like a wacky rig or a football head jig. That jig is something that I wouldn't use around a bunch of algae personally, so it just depends on where you're at. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. We've covered a lot of material over the course of this year and we have a lot more to cover. But if you keep these things in mind, I can guarantee you will start to have more success. Hey, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Happy Thursday. Here we go.
Thursday night fishing.
What's up, my dudes and my dudettes? Good morning. It's the next day after my big man caught a fish. That was his third trip to this lake this year and he got skunked every single time. Good things come to those of us that work, son. You gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the reps, you gotta put in the effort. But if you do that, things will get better. He got his fish and he was so excited. And I was so proud as a dad to see him put in the work and the time and to get that fish on his own. And boom, the fish struck just like it was supposed to. There it is. There it is. Success, happiness, progress. Progress leads to happiness. Just enjoy it. I appreciate the fact that a handful of you guys watch these videos because it makes me want to get better. And so thank you. Let's do that. Let's go get better. Good morning. I'm gonna be looking for a couple things today. We're gonna throw a frog, which is a pretty straightforward presentation. We're also gonna be looking for some deep pods of algae. This is kind of thick. These fish have become a little more stable. They got that cover around them with the algae, so they're not as spooky. I've seen a lot of them cruising between the algae that's next to shore and the algae that's out a little bit deeper. The other thing I gotta be mindful of is my shadow. And so I don't wanna just walk along casting a shadow throughout these shallows. Missed one, son of a gun. Son of a gun. That was funny, that scared the living crap out of me. That was a miss. Had him for just a second. Little fish. I seriously doubt he's gonna. Okay. Good morning.
That's how it's done, huh?
He's a little guy compared to some of the other ones.
He's a pretty one.
He's pretty. I just missed, I was throwing a frog. I missed a nice one, not a giant, but
One to give you a little squeal.
a nice one. Oh my gosh, I kind of, everything tightened up.
You think you're ready, but you're not ready.
Yeah, so after you took off yesterday, my big guy caught one. He's like, where's she at? She's on the other side of the lake. I was like, well, I'm sure I'll see her again. I'll tell her. Look at that fish, bud.
That's a big fish. She's over at the other side of the lake, though.
Lift your rod tip up. Lift your rod tip up. Okay. Oh, yeah, buddy. That's a nice bass, bud. That's over a pound.
I would have loved to take a picture of that for you.
Yeah. Will you let go of that, please? What are you doing? There we go.
Here, I can take a picture of it.
You sure?
Yeah, well,
Oh, man. You sure?
Yeah, well,
Oh, man.
That's what I'm here for.
That's super nice of that.
That's what I'm here for. Now, this is of me. How can I flip it around?
Oh, there's a little, like, circle with arrows in it. So I'm here with my friend again this morning. What is your name?
Leslie.
Leslie. My name's AJ. Nice
Hi,
to
AJ.
officially meet you. So she's good luck. Every time she's around, we catch fish.
Well, that's pretty wild.
So I'm gonna toss this little guy back here and away we go. Thanks for your help.
And you'll go back and get them.
Oh, let's see here. We'll toss you out to there. There we go. Oh, there's more in there. Right out in that clear spot. Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. He's not gonna hit, dang it. All right, let's get a couple more fish. I'm pretty sure this frog is done. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time on this. It's about 9 o'clock. I had a bass just look at it and turn away. My plastic's jacked up, dang it. Gotta get it out past him and work it through his area. There he is. There's a couple of them out here in front. Yep. Stay on. Yep. Ooh, got a little weight to it. Got some weight. Come here. Come here. That's what I want to see. Not the greatest of hook sets. Healthy 2-pounder. That's why we switched away from the frog. I am loving this 5-inch Ocho. This 5-inch Ocho is the deal. That's a 2+ pound fish. Really nice. Saw it swimming around. I know there's more in here, so I got to get back. Awesome. What a day, man. Holy cow, the emotions today are just through the roof. Fantastic. All right, my friend, let's get a good little release here. And then I'm gonna try to catch some of your buddies, okay? I'm gonna toss you sideways right there. Yep, there's a kick. There she goes. Scaring them bluegill. Very, very cool. I'm really glad I fixed that bait because it was falling apart. And I let that guy have it for a second because I'm getting a little jumpy with the frog stuff now. All that is. And that's a little bit bigger than I was using in the early, like in the spring. And the littler ones don't necessarily shy away from it. I'm gonna pick out my line that got buried on itself on the hook set there. I know there's fish out over here in this clearer spot. And there's another one swimming over here. It's hard because I have this tendency a lot of times when I see the fish, I'll try to like bring the bait over to them real fast. And that just looks unnatural and it scares them. But when I slowly drop it on their heads when I can. Yep. Kind of like that. Just like that. Another healthy one. Right in the corner of the mouth. That's where we want to get you. And he took down a bunch of algae when he ate that. Yuck. Shame on you. That's gross. That's gross. That's a nice bass. I'll take that all day. I hate casting with that bait caster, but I love setting the hook with that bait caster, man. It just buries that hook, and I have never fished stick bait Texas rig style before and had any luck with it. I've always been wacky. I think I'm a believer at this point. This is getting good. I'm gonna get over here in the shade. It's hot. It's getting hot. It's one heck of a morning. I'm gonna keep working down. I gotta go, but I don't wanna go. The fishing's good. Let's get another one. Let's get better. Yeah, buddy. Okay, dude, I think the frog is done for the day, but let's get another nice release without falling in. I'm gonna toss you on your side. Ready? You better move or I'm gonna come through here and start poking with my pole. All right, I'm gonna poke around and try to find him. He's probably just hanging out. Yep, there he goes. There he goes. I just scared the crap out of him. He didn't like that one bit. I don't want you guys to die on my watch. Can't get a break. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Those fish feel ginormous coming through the water because of that. So anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by that bass, I'm looking for these little cuts in the algae. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna just bring this thing up into these cuts where these fish could be sitting and waiting to ambush their food. Yep. Ooh, I like seeing that. Big deep cut. Good fish, man. Absolutely a nice fish. Dude, they're just out here in this, right off the edge of this muck. They're all over. They're all over in here right off the edge of this muck, and they're picking this bait up, just hammering it. And all I'm doing is looking for little cuts so I can work out to like the deep pods that are out a ways, and then I'm bringing it back towards me, and these guys are just picking it up either out deep or right as I bring it in the middle there where they're cruising back and forth. Good day. I gotta find a clearer spot or get you out a little bit deeper, because your buddies, your last one kind of just sat and hung out. Ready? Oh, I hate tossing you. Let's go like that. There. That way he gets a little bit of momentum and he can move through it. He doesn't get all stuck right next to shore. Yikes. Let's fix the bait. What is that, 10 cents a fish? Oh, that's hanging on by a thread too. We're gonna shorten it up. Not very much, and I'm putting that in my pocket. In case anyone is wondering, that's going in my pocket. So now I get this fat little stubby stick bait. Just want to get one more fish on this bait. No real reason, just to say that I did it. 6'2" a bait. Pretty good. Whoop, that was almost a bird's nest. Dude, what are you doing? You look like amateur hour over here. And just get it stuck in the tree for good measure. That's great. Great idea. I'm gonna pee my pants too. All of a sudden this is taking a turn for the worse. I'm gonna take a little break in the shade for about 5 minutes. It's hot and I'm albino practically and I'm getting burnt. So we're gonna try to get one more. Oh, this guy over here just missed a fish. Swinging for the fences. I hope he gets one. You never know what you're gonna run into. You never know who you're gonna talk to. You never know what's gonna happen. It's so worth it. I love it. Make changes to your life. Make little changes to your life so that you can go out and do stuff like this quickly. Grab 2 rods that are already rigged up from the night before. Boom, boom, boom. Just go fish, talk to people, be good and get better. It makes me happy. It really does. All right, check it out. My stick bait is beat up. I bit off the other end and I put it in my pocket and I got this little nub log thing, but we're gonna go cast it over here at the back side of this algae and then that's gonna be it. Okay, I was not expecting that. Where did you come from? That's shame on you. I was just trying to get my bait out of the... Good Lord, that's huge. Absolutely massive. Like, look at the size. That's my hand. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I'm gonna put you back now so you can be free. I was not trying to catch him. I let my bait sit on the side for a minute. Look at how big he is. You're bloody. I'm gonna get you back, but he swam off. That was not intentional. Ugh, smell like poop. Well, it's time to go. Okay, 10 more minutes. Sometimes getting better doesn't just mean getting better at catching fish. The fishing was good. I missed 3 frog bites, which sucks. I did catch 4 on that ocho again, which is completely tore up. You know, pretty good day. I'll take it. I talked to people in the parking lot, and I talked to a guy when I turned the camera off. We told each other what we were using, and all of a sudden he's sharing his favorite spots, and he told me he pulled a 9-pounder out of here in a couple of 8s, and I was like, 9 pounds is like, that's big. That's my leg. I hope he did do it, but holy smokes. If there's actually 9-pounders swimming around, dang. Just good people all around. He told me what he used. How cool is that? Be a good person, man. It feels so good. It feels so good. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for taking a little bit of time. I know I can get long-winded sometimes, but dang it, man, this is such good stuff. And it makes me want to go again and again and again. And keep getting better and better and better. So let's get better. Let's get better. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.